Hey there. Maybe you're here because you saw this video in your subscription box and you thought, Callie! Yeah, she used to make videos. Maybe someone else shared this link, or it was listed in the suggested videos section when you were watching something extremely unrelated. I swear that area of YouTube is such a rabbit hole. I'm watching a music video for some Beatles song, and 3 hours later I've finished a documentary on tsunamis and I vowed never to take a beach vacation. Anyways, for whatever reason, you've stumbled upon this moment in my brain. I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Callie. I'm a 20-something-year-old female, which I won't always be. A 20-something, I mean. I'll always be female, unless some mutated germ of the future finds a way to change gender. Until then, I'll choose to remain my current gender. I quite enjoy being female. I don't blame people who aren't physically female and dream of becoming such. It has its ups and downs, but overall it's a pretty good time. I drive a small, fuel-efficient vehicle because I'm super responsible. See how responsible I am? I work at a local guitar shop. Well, I guess it's technically a music shop, but I like guitars, so I tell myself that to feel better about alphabetically organizing sheet music for hours at a time. Organizing anything, really. I could probably call myself a professional perfectionist, or obsessive-compulsive. If there is something within my field of vision over which I have any control, it will become an art project. For some reason, aesthetics and environment have always been really important to me. If there was an official disorder and/or syndrome with a super long fancy name for the need to create stuff, I'd have it. I'd go to the doctor with a massive headache. The doctor would examine me a while, and then with a serious tone he'd say, "You have an official disorder and/or syndrome with a super long fancy name." Only he'd actually say the name. He'd then go on to explain in depth how all of my constant deep thoughts and questions about the universe, my intense fascination with humanity, and all those random splattered colors stored in my memory will build up in my brain like a tumor. They'll just grow and grow and grow, and one day soon my head will explode and my brains will end up strewn about the lovely little local establishment where I'd like to order warm beverages. To prevent such an explosion from occurring, I would need to manually drain all of the said built-up icky tumor tissue in the form of expression. Yeah, if that disorder existed, I guess I'd merchandise the wall of guitars to alleviate the headache. Then I'd go home and I'd write stuff. Mostly songs. Some really terrible poems, and some pretty decent ones. I'm really glad the exploding brain thing doesn't exist. Or does it? We can talk about my hypochondria later. My head is full of deep thoughts. I hardly ever think about something without overanalyzing it. I have a friend who likes to call them stoner thoughts. I've been told that if I ever smoked weed, it would be an overthinking nightmare. No brownies for me, thanks. I love to connect with people. If I met you in person and I wanted to get to know you, I wouldn't ask you where you work and whether or not you're in school, what your career goals are. No, I'd look you in the eye and say something entirely invasive like, "So, what are your deepest dreams and desires?" I like to pry my way into people's souls because, let's face it, humans are pretty freaking fascinating. But chances are I don't know you. I haven't met you in person. I may not have the chance to express my many stoner thoughts to you over coffee. Unless I have mine here and you have yours there. Ah, the joys of technology.
I wanna believe in something